New technology always pushes out the old, and in an era where nearly all of our music has gone digital, CDs seem out of place and cassettes literally go back to the Stone Age. But what about vinyl records? Well, listen up guys, they're here to stay.
It's quite an immersive experience to enjoy music on vinyl. First, you read the liner notes, then you pull the record out of its sleeve, put it on the turntable and place the needle on it. The whole ritual is pretty satisfying indeed, as it allows the listeners to be part of the process. Vinyl records have staged a huge comeback in recent years, but for passionate music lovers like James Tang, collecting vinyl isn't really about being hip. His mission is to seek out high-fidelity records that provide distinctive sound.
Hi James, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, when did you actually start collecting vinyl records?
I started since I was 10.
Wow, it's very young.
Yeah, because I have two brothers who had a rock band at home.
Oh, okay.
So he got lots of records, so I can play the records.
And that inspired you to start collecting more and more and loving music, right?
A lot, yeah.
Well, finding the best sound quality is harder than we can imagine. And James, with all your years of experience, is there any particular definition of a perfect piece of vinyl record? I mean, is there an element that we're actually looking for?
I think collectors should be aware of two conditions. One is the year of manufacturing, because the earlier usually sounds better, because it's more authentic.
Like you're actually in the environment.
Exactly. The second very important condition is the maker, because the best maker can preserve the original voice with the best material and technology. And as far as I know, Japan is the best maker in the world.
First pressing, which comes as close to the original master disc as possible. Now this really matters to the audiophiles. According to James, Japanese vinyl records are normally heavier than a standard 120-gram record. Since all records degrade the more you play them, a heavier record is therefore more durable and will generally sound better for a longer period of time. Apart from that, the sound quality is also affected by the quality of the vinyl compound used and how well it's pressed. During the 1950s, some of the limited editions were released on red vinyls. The technology was developed and patented by a Japanese manufacturer, and these red jewels are indeed more static resistant and dust resistant than regular black vinyls. And of course, they have a higher value.
So James, in order to get the best sound quality out of a vinyl record, do we need to pair it with very expensive equipment?
That is a good question. That many people have made a mistake that they think they need to have very luxury equipment to present the vinyl. That's not true. You can just use very decent equipment like $10,000 to $20,000. If you have a very authentic vinyl, you can have very good, high quality sound reproduction.
So it just all depends on the quality of the vinyl.
Yes.
So how do we properly care for vinyl records?
I recommend people, when you play back the vinyl, you start from the beginning. Don't ever start from the middle. Then you can play very long time without destroy the needle and the records. And the second thing, you just need a record brush and a record cleaner, that's all.
Vinyl records are like master paintings. There's just something unique and magical about them. Now let's sit back, spin the vinyl and enjoy the beautiful ambience.